Structural functionalism, or functionalism, is a theory that views society as a system of complex parts that must work together for stability and support. It is based on the organic analogy that each part of society must work together for proper functioning, just as the parts of the body must work together to keep the body healthy. Society has a social structure, an ordered arrangement of parts. Elements of a society's structure include norms, customs, traditions, and institutions. When all the parts or elements work in harmony, the structure is ideally integrated, unified, and in equilibrium. The problem of society is to survive, to maintain its structure. In order for the structure of society to survive, each part must perform its proper functions. According to Marshall McLuhan, we shape our tools, and thereafter our tools shape us. There are certain functional requirements that must be satisfied if a society is to survive. Within any society there are functional subsystems, or institutions, that meet those requirements. Each institution is similarly structured to provide for the requirements of all the others. Individuals are socialized to wants and needs that are socially appropriate. Balance of power between institutions is always maintained, and if social needs are met, individual needs are also met. Social systems, like the systems of the human body, could be dissected into their parts, or institutions, for example, family, education, economy, polity, and religion, and these parts were examined to find out how they worked and their importance for the larger social system. Scientists believed that if they could understand how institutions worked, then they could learn to optimize the performance of each institution to create a more efficient and productive society. An example of a function which helps maintain society is that of the family. Its function is to ensure the continuity of society by reproducing and socializing new members. Another institution which performs an important function is religion. Functionalist sociologists believe that it helps to achieve social solidarity and shared norms and values. However, it could be argued that it fails to do this as a result of increasing secularization in recent years, and therefore it creates a divide between members of society rather than binding them together like moral glue. This is a video clip from Fiddler on the Roof. So as you can see in this clip from Fiddler on the Roof, the mother and the father both have very distinct roles within the family, and they're very restricted to each of their roles. Now, times have changed quite a bit, but according to structural functionalism, they fit in their roles perfectly, and that's how the family functioned properly. Family could be considered the heart of all the institutions of society. George Peter Murdoch believes that the family provides 4 vital functions for society: sexual, reproductive, economic, and educational. The family is the primary point of socialization in that it provides children with values and norms. These children will then be prepared to become contributing members of society. A family unit provides emotional security for each person within the family. Families function best when each member works together to fulfill necessary roles within the family. Structural functionalism asserts that there are purposes for social conditions or facts and attempts to understand these purposes. There are many critiques of structural functionalism. The theory has been criticized for emphasizing stereotypical roles for men and women, with little regard for individual differences. Interactions within families were overlooked. Change is considered negative and disruptive. Families from different social classes were often ignored.